Question number 1. Militarism, alliances, imperialism, and nationalism were the underlying causes to World War I. For militarism, Germany had the greatest increase in military by 1914. And when it comes to navies, both Great Britain and Germany had an increase, and countries also started putting military force into civilians' life and enforcing it in the public policy. And also during this time, force was the solution to everything. And then alliances, the mutual defense alliances, many countries had these, and when one country went to war, the other one automatically helped. And when Austria-Hungary declared war in Serbia, each country's allies got involved, eventually leading to World War I. Imperialism, it was most common part in Africa and parts of Asia, and these colonies in these areas gave nations access to materials they did not have before, which was a money-making system for them. And then nationalism, the assassination of Archduke Franz Ferdinand was one of the most direct ways to lead to World War I. The group that assassinated him was a Serbian group, and this was one of the major reasons for World War I. I think imperialism was one of the most significant causes to World War I because it needs manpower, such as an army, to conquer and keep the land they colonized. So it caused more greed. So all the other factors like nationalism, militarism also played into imperialism. Question number 3. The Treaty of Versailles placed the entire guilt of World War I on Germany, and this caused a rise in nationalism in especially Germany. It eventually led the way to World War II, which is 20 years later. And also the treaty did not particularly satisfy any country involved in the war, and they all had to compromise, which allowed each country still to have their own nationalistic views and their greed, which was also another reason that led to World War II. And I feel like these issues could have been resolved before World War II was caused, by placing the blame equally on all the countries instead of just one country, even though this hypothetical solution would still make a few countries upset, it would significantly lessen the blame on one country. And unlike World War I, World War II ended with an unconditional surrender from the Axis of Powers, so each war does end differently. Question number 4. In what ways was World War I a new kind of war? It was the first mechanized war, and most modern war tactics originated from World War I, and also the war made a transition from manpower to military missionary. Technology played a huge role in this war. Military technology made it possible for rapid-fire weapons, mobile artillery, mechanized armored infantry, and mobile artillery, and many other things to be part of the war. Also, communication technology was big in this war. Field telephones and field radios were introduced, and many other things, such as different types of naval warfare and different types of aircrafts, made this a new kind of war. And in World War II, and unlike World War II, World War I did not have any nuclear weapons.